Well, hello there. My name is Grimvark, and today I want to show all the new players who start the Hunter what they can do and what they can't do. So, let's start. The only map you're allowed to play if you haven't bought a membership is Longest Point. And on Longest Point there are two species you're allowed to hunt: mule deer and rabbits. But you only have one weapon at the start. This is the .243 bolt action rifle. This rifle is pretty decent to all medium-sized deer species and coyotes, but you're not allowed to shoot at rabbits. So you have two options. You can purchase shotguns with real money, or you can do missions in your launcher. So you activate the missions, for example mule deer missions, and so you have to shoot one mule deer, you have to track them, you have to shoot a bigger one from a higher distance, and so on. And for 6,000 in-game credits you are allowed to get, wait a second, this shotgun here, which I will show you. So, that's here. A single shot 12 GA shotgun. I've put slug shells in it, so I'm going to the rifle range now, and I want to show you something you should do at the start if you aren't familiar with shooters, or if you're not sure how the weapons behave. So the best stance here in the Hunter is to go prone, and the slug shells have about 60 meters effective range, but okay, you see I put my iron sights right in the middle and it goes a little bit to the top right. Yes, but this could be a vital hit to a deer, so you should just practice the different range. With spacebar you can hold your breath to stop this shaking for 3 to 5 seconds. After that you're shaking like this. Wait a moment. So now I hold my breath. You see, I begin to start again, start shaking, and control is like shit. So, this here is your standard weapon. Like I said, pretty decent for much species. It's one of my favorite weapons in game. But most of the people will say, oh, it's shit weapon. No, it's the first weapon you got, so it must be shit. Yeah, it has not the best stopping power, but the rifle is slow, and the rifle is... Wait, I have to focus again. The bullet is small and very fast, and this makes it very precise. So let's try to hit... Oh, wait, I have to load. I think it's pretty decent. Okay, so now we're about to go to the first steps, but first I have to show you the inventory. So, this is, I think, what your starting inventory looks like. This are your clothes. Well, wait. This are your clothes, and you can purchase many other clothes in-game, in shop, and of course many other weapons, larger equipment like portable tripods, callers to tracks to call for animals. Dogs are new. I have one, but I don't use her, so I don't go. At the moment, I don't like hunting geese and stuff because they are pretty much bugged, and yeah, this is one of the reasons why I just spare my dog and use them later when the bugs are kind of fixed. So now you see you can drag and drop ammunition from your left side to this bottom inventory here. You will always have 3 clips of 1 ammunition. You see? As a member, this is always so. As a guest, if you don't using the .243, you have to buy this ammunition for real money. So, okay, let's start the hunt. You see, I started here. My reserve will look a little different because I bought some stuff for it, like tree stands, ground blinds, camper tents to spawn there, also a hog feeder for luring some hogs in. Often there are 10 hogs at the same time, and you can spot the biggest or get some friends and make a real massacre. Yeah, it's all up to you. The best starting time is 8 o'clock. You can you can set this up in your launcher. With the button C, you can change your run mode. You can walk or run. Walk or run. If you run, animals will hear you at greater distances and of course hear you at greater distances. So in my opinion, for starters, it's very wise to just walk, and even better, if you got an audio signal, start to crouch with control, I think. If you hit control twice, you're going prone, and if you hit shift, you're going up again. So these are some basic movement tips. Okay, let's see if we find the first animal. You see, I'm not calling like a madman with my deer bleed caller. Sounds like a sheep, but it attracts deer like black-tailed deer, white-tailed deer and mule deer. And it's not you don't attract a specific gender. If you call, you will get females and males. This is because females are social, are very social, and want to come and check you out, and males, well, yeah, they just want to fuck you. This is all I can say. So, okay, now we're trying to see some game, and you notice I'm just running. I think it's okay to run until you get the first audio or the first visual. And my tip is stay on the street, because you will get visuals and then you can move into the wilderness. If you know the map better, you can just go straight up to the wilderness and check out for those nice spawn locations. But now I just want to show you like the first day in the Hunter. Yeah, there are some unwritten rules, I would say. for multiplayer gaming in the Hunter, there is the 450 meter rule. When you shoot, animals around you within 450 meters will get spooked and will run away. And, well, if there is another hunter within this distance and is tracking an animal that's also within this distance, and you shoot, the animal will spook, and the other hunter will be mad because you spooked his prey, which is not very nice. So you should write with enter, of course. Hey Mr. X, is it okay if I shoot a deer? If he's answering yes, because he is not tracking something, you're allowed to shoot, I would say. But if he's saying no, well, yeah, you should do it or not. That's up to you, but most of the times, if this hunter is not the lobby host, he will cry for the host and the host will kick you. And there are some rabbits. If you are going to shoot them with this gun, you will get a message from the spam bot called Doc Monsignor. He will just write you, oh my god, this is so bad that you shoot this poor rabbit with this caliber. Here is a list of calibers you can use. Yeah, then he will point out what you can use to shoot them, like bird shells or .22 hollow rounds. Well, you know, the small stuff. Yes. Oh, there we got an audio call, you hear it? It's a white-tailed deer. Okay, you, as a starter, are not allowed to hunt white-tailed deers. Yeah, it's in German, Weißwedelhirsch, but I will try to tell you in English. So, these white-tailed deers are like mule deers, the species you can hunt, but yeah, different species and so on. And Expansive Worlds only wants you to hunt mule deer. So, you saw on the minimap here on the Hunter Mate that it's in front of us, behind this little, behind this little hill. So I will call it. And this is enough. I don't have to spam the call 3 to 10 times. This is annoying. And yeah, I don't know if the animal will lost his attention to you if you call like a madman. But okay, now it's coming to this location here, and we have to try to get a better stand for it. To get a better sight, and yeah. There it calls again. Look for the minimap. There is a pulsing circle. It's coming for us. And normally a bleed call or a call for deers holds for about 3 to 5 minutes. I call them, I recall them when they call for the second time. This was the first, and now I'm waiting for the second time. I think I can see her head. Yes, there it is. There she is, lads. This is our first prey. Okay, I choose this because we are a little bit up. So if we go prone, there is no lush in our way, no leaves. This is always good to make a clear shot, a clear and secure shot. Okay. The gun is chambered. There's a bullet in the chamber. With this scope, we can't zoom. Normally you zoom with the mouse wheel, but this is a very simple scope, so I like it. You can get another scope for this weapon. There she is again. Okay, we don't want to shoot at her now. And one of the most important things, we don't want to aim for the head. There we have a male grunting. It's a mule deer, a male mule deer. Okay, I try to get the male also. Normally these deer are very... Oh, look! She's going to sleep. The first time in over 300 hours I'm seeing this. I must be pretty boring. Okay. Well, we're waiting for the male muley bug and hope that we can shoot him. Now we don't want to shoot her either, because the vitals are some kind squeezed and flipped, and you may not get a good shot at them, because she's like all, yeah, I don't know the word for that. Okay, male animals have better senses, so they will smell you, they will see you, and they will hear you from greater distances. Oh, there he is. Well, you can see his rags. It's a pretty young one, so he's not that good senses. Okay, you also want to have him broadside, is this the right word? I don't know. Okay. So, there he is. He's sniffing in the wind. He's trying to sniff us, our scent. You can buy scent eliminators to reduce your own scent, and wind indicators to see where the wind is from, where the wind comes from. And now you hear his footsteps. This means he is in a range within 25 meters. The best range for bows. I have to crawl backwards. Oh man, oh man. Don't come near me. Okay, if he stands still, I can show you his best shooting zones. Oh man. So he's now standing still. Let's see if I can get closer, that there is no lush in my way. No veggies. Okay, there he is. He's looking at me, so he knows I'm here, but he can't see me. Okay, I want to shoot right behind the shoulder, so that I can hit his lungs. this here's the spot, and here's an animal behind me. Sounds like a rabbit. Okay, this was not one of the best shots, because he's running. There's a rabbit. Oh, wait. Look. What a beautiful animal. Oh, and you see? There he is. We have hit our first deer. You see, mule deer, or Maultierhirsch in German. Lungs and herd. This is the best hit zone you want to hit. Well, you can shoot for the head, but this is some kind of trick shot and will often lead you to unsafe body shots. So, okay, there he is. Okay, now I'm trying to show you some vitals. So, if you want to shoot them in the head, try it there, between the ears and the eyes, or when you hit them in the front, try it right where the white of the nose ends and the brown begins. Then always try to aim here. This is where you have a high chance to penetrate both lungs, left and right, and this will drop the animal instant. Or you can try to shoot here, but this is a very small vital. It's the heart, which will also drop the animal instantly. Instantly? Well, I don't know. Okay, then let's look what we got here. Now you see the left button is blinking, I push left mouse, and I hit the body. You will always hit the body, and the left lung. So this here is where the shoulder blade is, and I tried to hit here. Well, it was not the best angle, so I maybe just hit here, and it passed through to the body. Yeah, and so I just hit one lung. Okay, this here is something you can just ignore. This is if you want to participate in competitions, then you should always get a high score. For mule deers it's 240.x, and cross-species score from 120, I think. This is a pretty small one. The good ones are at 90 or higher cross-species score. Yeah, so this was our first animal, and this is all you have to need to know to start the hunter. I hope this guide was helpful. If yes, subscribe me. I'm normally doing German videos, but I think I will start a English-speaking The Hunter series. And yeah, if you like it, please subscribe, give me a like, commentate, and have a nice day. And like we Germans would say, weit man's Heil.